Let me tell you something. I don't know everything, but I've been around ball a long time, and I know what good things look like. And he's not good. He's great. Here's the thing with him. He has a unbelievable ability to keep the standard, and be demanding, but still show that he loves everyone in the program. And you couldn't ask one person in this build that if you thought, hey, do you think Coach O loves you? And every single one would say, absolutely love.
That's Russ Callaway 24 hours ago right here on Off the Bench. You can catch that entire interview on the YouTube station at 104.5 ESPN and Off the Bench. Every Tuesday, we talk to the head coach, Ed Orgeron, and that was Callaway speaking about Coach Ed Orgeron in the environment that has been created over there at LSU football. Coach O, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning, guys. Great to be on the show this morning.
Absolutely. Back to work on Friday. Can you feel it?
Now, we're ready. We had a great meeting with our guys yesterday. They're focused, ready to go. We have a practice early in the morning at 6 o'clock, and then we have another one at 3 o'clock. It's only a walkthrough, but our guys are ready. We'll have a football, and we have the same thing on Saturday. So we look forward to getting a lot of our offense and defense in. We have a lot of teaching, but our guys are looking forward to being out on the field again.
I can hear the excitement in your voice and talking about football. You've been talking about a lot of stuff outside of football over the last couple of weeks. Your voice carries a lot of strength nationally. I got to imagine you're tired of talking about all the stuff outside of football and ready to start talking about the games.
Yeah, no question. You know, it's time to get the season going, time to get camp going. Obviously, this is not my decision, but I'm a firm believer that we need to play football with the safety of our players and our coaches and our fans. But I think that we can do it, and I know that the country will be happy, and the state of Louisiana will be happy when we start playing football again and get back to as normal as we can.
Yeah, and some areas that may not be playing football this fall, Coach, Virginia and California. And one of our listeners, John Quavi, wrote in. He says, ask Coach O how they will evaluate high school players in states like California. They cancel and move the season to spring. Does he think they'll miss out on some late bloomers?
Yeah, no question. The guys that we have already evaluated and offered scholarships, that's off of their junior year, obviously. We won't have senior film, so as far as late bloomers from California or Virginia, that won't happen with us here in Louisiana now. And it probably won't happen in the state of Louisiana because there's nothing to evaluate if they would not play football. But I do believe they're going to play football in Louisiana, and I hope that they do.
Coach, what's your first order of business when you get your team back to work on Friday?
Our culture, our standard performance, the way we practice, the way we do things, the way we meet, the way we take the field. Our demeanor, one team, one heartbeat, no superstars, everybody working together, ongoing skill development, execution, all the things that have made our program at an elite level. We have to stay there, and we have to get better.
Russ Callaway commented on that yesterday, Coach, talking about the culture that has been created there where everybody is striving to be progressive because of the motivation that you give them, but you also are able to extend the love and make everybody feel special in the building. Is there a strategy or a formula to that, or is it something that you've just found over the years of coaching?
Yeah, I think it's found over the years of coaching. But you know what? Treat every man with respect. Everybody has their strengths. Everybody has their weaknesses. I let the guys do their job, but, you know, I demand that they do it right, do it perfect. I believe our players deserve the very best. I think that our staff has worked just about as hard or harder than anybody that I know. We prepared. We haven't blinked. We are prepared for the season. We have evaluated every team that we're going to play. We have a game plan. We have our football school being done. Our playbooks are done.
We lost him. We lost Coach O. We will connect back to Coach Ed Orgeron here in seconds. That was a good answer. He was in the middle of that one before that and creating the culture and asking the first order of business. You can hear it in the head coach's voice as we've got him back. Coach, we've got you as you were in the middle of the answer there. You can pick up.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Got you. You got us, Coach? All right, we got some phone difficulties happen with Coach Ed Orgeron right now, who is who is in his typical 7:30 interview here with us on Off the Bench, which is presented daily by All-Star Toyota. Remember, on the corner of Goodwood and Airline, you can find All-Star Toyota, conveniently located there where they've been since 2005. You can rent a car, lease a car, buy a car over there if you'd like today. They're all online at All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com as Musso is patching back up with Coach Ed Orgeron here on Off the Bench. Coach, let's see if we can't try it again. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
there we go.
You were in the middle of a great answer as well. I don't know if you can pick back up where you left off, but you were just talking about getting back to work.
Yeah, I just think we're ready. I think our staff is ready. I think they've done a great job of preparation. Football school's already done. Our playbooks are done. We welded in our scripts and our cards at the camp. I really appreciate the focus and the mindset of our coaches. They haven't blinked. Our players working out with Tommy Moffitt has been phenomenal. Great leadership coming around. See, we're just ready to go.
What movie character does Damone Clark remind you of?
Apollo Creed. Remember Apollo Creed?
Absolutely.
And Rocky. He looks just like him, and he's built just like him, and has a great character by himself. I think that Damone Clark, the sky's the limit for him. Outstanding young man.
Coach, we were just talking about it last segment, but when you look at some of the positions y'all are playing, be it quarterback or replacing, right? Be it quarterback, center, or even Damone Clark there at linebacker. Those are very communication-based positions. We've talked about the quarterback and center a lot. I don't know if we've talked about Damone Clark a lot. Is he ready to mentally step in and be that leader and make those calls?
I'll tell you this, Bob. On Saturday morning, he's in here watching film on his own.
Wow.
Yeah, on Saturday morning. So it tells you a lot about Damone Clark is a 3.5 4 student. He's very smart. I think he's able to do that. But here we go again. Football school and camp. Now it's his time. Let's see if he can do it. I do believe he can do it.
Coach, can you talk about the weapon that Avery Atkins is in year 2?
Oh man, don't you love Avery Atkins? Hey, you remember when I first got here? Kickoffs were going out of bounds. Going to the 40-yard line, split kicking and all that. No. It is good to see that ball going on out the end zone. And what a play he made against Georgia. How about that play he makes against Georgia? Goes get and put the fumble recovery. Believe me, I don't take that for granted. I know that the ball's going out of bounds, out the end zone, and I believe in Avery Atkins. He's a great young man.
How do you coach the kickoff now and the kickoff return element of the game, being that they're trying to change that so much? What's the emphasis in coaching that part?
Yeah, well, the emphasis for us on the kickoffs is get it out the end zone, number one. Allow no returns, okay? Coach Max has done a good job. Now, we're going to fair catch it. If we're going to fair catch it if we don't think we have a good return. And then we're going to start where they put the ball at, and then we should be in good shape. But if we feel that we can return it, they have the options to return it.
Clyde was back there last year. Is there some early guys that maybe could to watch out for back there or receiving?
We like John Emery. I think John Emery is explosive, and I think that he's going to do a great job back there. And I'm sure Coach Mack is going to try Jamar Chase. Guys like that, Trey Palmer can return kicks. Those guys, John Trey Kirkland's going to be back there. There's going to be some early guys that we're going to be looking at. I'm sure some other guys are going to show up.
Coach, let's get some more of these listener questions. Ask Coach O, what music does Coach listen to get hyped up before a big game?
I like that stuff. I like when we're walking down the Tiger Walk, they play a Gay Crump song. I like that one.
As Coach O, best concert you attended in high school or college?
I wasn't a concert guy.
I'm surprised you and the Cannon never made your way to the warehouse back in the day.
No.
Ask Coach O, did you ever, and this is in your playing days, did you ever have to knock another player out on the field, and how did it feel?
No, I don't think I knocked one out, but I'm sure I knocked a lot of heads. But I do remember this. We're playing Washington, and I think we threw an interception, and I got hit about as hard as I ever got hit in the first quarter. I didn't know why I was after a fourth quarter.
The Cajun Cannon's interception comes back and haunts Coach O.
There you go, dude.
Hey, look, Coach, you were a defensive lineman, obviously. Right now, the defensive line recruiting seems to be on fire. Can you just talk about the recruiting as a whole as you move into the season and kind of how it takes shape?
We feel good. And look, we feel good in the state of Louisiana. There's some guys that we are on in the 21 class, the 22 class. We've done a great job evaluating. And I do believe we're in the league for most of these guys. And we're always going to start in the state of Louisiana. But out of state, we have a national brand right now. But we're still looking at tight ends, another receiver, another running back. Offensive line is still big. Cornerbacks, we haven't signed enough cornerbacks yet. And safeties. And believe it or not, we still have about 3 or 4 great defensive linemen that we think we have a big shot against.
Coach, you've talked about this possibility before, but there's some listeners who are asking again the possibility of having Tyler Shelvin and Apu Aiko on the field together. What are those instances, and have you looked at that scenario in the offseason?
Yeah, first of all, if Tyler don't lose weight, I'm going to have to get a Mack truck to bring him up.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I do believe he will, and I do believe he's going to get down. I believe in Tyler and stuff like that. But there is some instances that Bo has in his defense where we need 2 big guys in there. So that's going to be Bo's call. And whenever he feels like we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
Coach, with some of these big-time recruits, I know you can't talk specifically about them, but anybody who could potentially be affected by high school football this fall, do y'all have any expectation in terms of guys enrolling early if their senior year is moved back to spring or taken away?
Yes, for sure. And listen, there would be a possibility. I have one initial scholarship left, and there's a big time player out there that they won't play his senior year, and he's able to graduate, and the NCAA would clear him. I'll be able to take him right now.
Wow.
That's where they're out there, and we're doing our research. That's for sure. I used that initial on him, and then obviously mid-year graduates are going to be, there'll probably be more mid-year graduates this year than ever.
Wow. Coach Ed Orgeron, every Tuesday here with us. Thank you as always, Coach, and back to work on Friday. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There he is, checking in this morning from LSU football. That is interesting.
LSU leaving no stone unturned. That even sounds like somebody potentially reclassifying immediately and getting into the program.
Well, Mason Smith tweeted it out a couple of weeks ago and then came back and
said
look,
it was a joke.
It's a joke. It can't happen. But, you would think that he's one of those types of players that could make the transition.
And to be clear, I don't know that it would be him. Just I don't want people to take too much of this just because, like, if Louisiana plays, then there's no point in any of that. There's no news on that front. But in states where Louisiana doesn't play, if you look at LSU's recruits, or in states where high school may not be played, then that becomes more interesting.
How about that message of Tyler Shelvin?
Ooh, it sounds like maybe the quarantine got your boy back on the gumbo a little bit, dude.
Right, we got Eric Held.
I've been gaining weight too lately. I get it, Shelvin.
Eric Held in 15 minutes. We got your mailbag questions coming up 8:15. Roman Banks 8:30.